Hi, I'm doing all my videos in a row. I hope that's okay. I'm now on week 7 talking about corporal punishment and whether it has long-lasting effects on a child's development. And I would say okay, first of all, I've gone really long on my other videos, so I'll try and keep this one quick. Um, I think the way in which spanking is carried out will determine whether or not there's lasting effects on a child. If a child is in a place of secure relationship with his parents, they know they're loved. They know that their actions are not going to um, affect their love. Their love is unconditional, and that they understand that this is just a way of teaching them something that needs to be learned. I don't think that it's going to have lasting effects on a child. I think that kids will learn from it. I personally was spanked, and I remember that it was enough of a deterrent that I would try to shy away from trouble. But at the same time, I never thought that my parents didn't love me. And I think, too, if it's carried out in a way that's meant to demean the child or embarrass the child or um, make them feel guilty at all, or any of those things that have negative effects, I think any of that could definitely have lasting effects on a child. But if it's coming out of love, if it's coming out of clear expectations of what is expected, I don't think that it can have lasting effects. I think you'll remember it, and I think it's a good teaching strategy. I personally don't spank my kids and haven't because I have twins and I have girls that are very emotional. And from the very beginning, especially when they were young, I thought, how am I going to teach them that hitting's not okay if I hit them? And hit is a strong word, but I mean, when they were really, really young, I did like the hand taps for safety issues. And even to this day now, they're 3.5 and they'll wallop each other. And I'm able to say, do I ever hit you? No. Does mommy ever hit daddy? No. Does daddy ever hit mommy? No. Like, we don't hit in this house. And I think had I brought spanking into that, it would have made it more difficult. Just because of their age levels, and I knew that at the same time, like if you had a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old, the 5-year-old would probably be able to comprehend why you don't hit. At least one of your kids would. Mine, they just escalate. And so I needed that um, ability to explain things that way, and I just didn't want to model the behavior. Especially, I'm seeing now that they are both very nurturing, which is great, and it's what's typical of 3, almost 4-year-olds. However, they're trying to nurture each other, and they're so strong-willed that it just causes more and more problems. So, again, this went longer than I thought, but I think it depends on how it's carried out. And if it's consistent too. I mean, I knew someone that, like, if their child was to be spanked, their child was to be spanked in the bathroom alone, like with just the parent and them, so it wasn't embarrassing. And before they left the bathroom, they would talk about it, they would kiss and make up, and they would leave with a smile on their face. And I think that is a good way of setting it up so that no one feels humiliated, or because that will last. And that's an emotion. It wouldn't be the hitting so much or the spanking so much as it would be the emotions tied to it. So thank you and have a good night.